Why does nobody see any red flags here? What in the world? Why are they on the wall? Generic intro and the deck goes Moo. Here back with another kill count reaction. Today we're doing Killer Klowns from Outer Space from 1988, which is a movie for some reason that warrants a kill count. I have no idea. The last one we did was another movie I've never heard of, which is called New Year's Evil. You want to check out my reaction to that video? I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in a place on my channel with all my other kill count reactions. Go in chronological order if you want to binge watch through all of them. But this is Killer Klowns from Outer Space, where the son in New Year's Evil is actually like one of the main characters in this movie. I don't know why there's Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I don't know where in outer space they came from or what the story is, or maybe they just resemble clowns. I have no idea. This is a crazy movie title. I feel like this is a movie that has like a cult following or something like that. I'm not really sure. I do read our comments, leave them down below. A lot of people went to New Year's Evil completely blind, but I feel like a lot of people probably know this movie as it has over 15 million views, which is pretty awesome to see. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope I can make it just tiny a little bit better. Also, shout out to the patrons because they get all the videos a day early, and I could not do this if it was not for them. And I hope you're subscribed. We just hit 92,000 subscribers. We are less than 8,000 away from 100,000, which is a crazy milestone to even think about that I can't even comprehend. It has not set in yet. But thank you so much for being here. Hopefully I can make your day tiny a little bit better. But let's go ahead and jump into Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Alright. Hopefully I don't have to blur anything because of copyright or anything. I hope not.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice.
Movies I've never heard of.
Looking at Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
Why is it spelled like that,
from
though?
1988 that was the
Cult
only
class, there we
movie
go.
ever written and directed by the Kyoto brothers, who, if you didn't know, are three special effects brothers who have done a lot of iconic stuff throughout the years. Killer Klowns is a must-see for anyone studying for their horror degree. It's pretty much the king of cheesy B movies, and its plot is exactly what you want it to be. Evil space clowns invade a small town and kill people by putting them in cotton candy cocoons. And do you have any idea how many people a squad of space clowns can kill? I do, because I made this video. Here, I'll show you.
Is there going to be a lot? There might be a lot.
The movie begins with the most bitchin' song ever recorded, the title song by the Dickies.
Oh, wow. It sounds like
the rock anthem plays over endless Kyoto brother credits as we check in at top of the world.
That's how you spell their name?
With teenagers sucking face until an ice cream truck clown interrupts them with some naughty limericks.
We'll give you the stick, you give it a lick.
Driving the truck is the Frenzy brothers, Rich and Paul, a pair of vaudevillian characters whose entrance involves a lot of obvious line overdubbing.
Cool off those hot lips with our
Oh, wow. That is...
fruity bars.
Hard to believe anyone would want to be friends with these out-of-sync vulgarians.
Also,
for the most
how the world did just show up like that?
We have one friend who's true blue, like tobacco, played by our boy Grant Kramer from New Year's Evil. Mike starts hanging out with his girlfriend Debbie and his
on a rat?
Hey, yeah, but they're still on first base when a ball of yellow light shoots across the sky. Mike must not be a very engaging lover.
Was it thing in Portugal or Spain or whatever?
Rock than his tongue magic, and she convinces him they should go find it instead of continuing to dry hump in his dinghy. Hey, yeah,
you know
nearby.
How far away that probably is?
Also saw the space ball, and since he's a well-read man, he surmises it must be Halley's Comet. He arms up with the film's prop master and sets out to build himself a Halley's Comet hot dog stand with his bloodhound Pooh. That's his dog's name. He's not carrying around actual bloodhound Pooh. He finds a circus tent in the woods, which only gets him more excited.
I love the circus.
But as he's looking for the ticket booth, a clown shadow appears and, through a hole in the tent, nets himself one Pooh doll. A bandana is all that's left, so Gene Green gets mean and screams at the circus tent.
I'll tear this thing apart with my bare hands.
But he's in for a shock, because the circus has a natural defense that knocks him to the ground. The film's first killer clown steps into frame, and they look
Why are they clowns?
This clown's name is Jumbo, and he pulls out a gun to give us our first kill on the count. Gene Green, more like Gene Pink. Sergeant Kurt Mooney of Crescent Cove PD drags a couple of punks into the station and tells them how
does it look like Tyler Hoover?
Scum like you that are killing this town.
Yep, Mooney hates youth culture, probably because of all those crazy antics at Favorite College. But his deputy Dave Hansen's alright, getting real insubordinate and yelling at Mooney for being such a dick. Over the roads and through the woods, Mike and Deb find the circus tent, and all of a sudden, their interest in this little adventure flippy-floppies.
Why does nobody see any red flags here?
Like a circus aficionado.
This is that new wave European circus fantastique.
And Deb wants to keep it down, because, like, come on, Mike, it's pretty fucking weird in here.
Yeah.
Or what?
Or what? Place looks like it was decorated by Clowns R Us.
It looks like it was decorated by Clowns R Us.
Oh. Okay.
Good joke. They keep going, and after pooping on some buttons, they open a door that sucks
those buttons work.
Them out into a giant matte-painted room with a huge-ass Tesla coil thing in it. Yo, Mike, dare you to touch it. It'll make your hair stand up. Like, stand up more. Those lightning bolts are evidence enough for Deb to figure out what's going on here.
The shooting star we went to go look for, we are in it!
They see a shadow coming down the hallway and run away. And behind door number 2 is a room full of giant pink fuzzy light bulbs. These those are people in the cocoons, right? And although their presence means there have been a bunch of victims, it's not going to be feasible for me to count them all, especially when we come back to this room later. It's like the spaceship colony in Jason X. My hands are tied here. Deb's justifiably freaking out, but Mike's chill as fuck.
I've never never seen anything like this before. Have you?
All right.
No.
He tries to prove to her it's just a cotton candy storage facility, but when he rips a cocoon open, it reveals the bloody face of Jean Green, and it's a nasty scene. The door opens, and the lovebirds hide from this new clown, Rudy, and they almost escape while Rudy's doing clown
that's a
on
movie.
his popcorn computer, until Mike sees another cocoon face he recognizes as some dude named Joe Lombardo. Since it's a confirmed invisible kill, I'll put Joe on the list. Mike and Deb
poor
flee,
Joe.
and Rudy arms himself with a big gun
Who's Joe?
that he uses to shoot popcorn after them, which flies through the air and sticks to their clothes when they jump out of the tent.
Popcorn, why?
It's some kind of special kind of popcorn.
Rudy's joined by Spike, who does some space clown.
I wonder why he's called
and creates
Spike.
a balloon dog that they use to track Mike and Deb. It leads the clowns to Mike's SUV.
Okay, now
right
that's
as he and Debbie
hilarious.
make their getaway. On the way out, we get a gross close-up of a clown's face when Bibbo jumps onto their windshield. Mike shakes him off, but don't worry about Bibbo. He sits up like Jason X and joins a whole bunch of other clowns as they waddle
Why they
their
walk
dumpy
so
asses
slow?
towards the sleepy town of Crescent Cove. Deb and Mike go to the police station since Deb's apparently friends with Dave. They tell him about the bodies they saw.
In those pink cotton candy cocoons.
And go all in on
They're
their
like,
crazy tales,
okay,
saying the
what
tech was
did
a
you
spaceship
have?
And that they were attacked by clowns. Mooney walks in and whistles the movie title.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Then dismisses
And roll
Mike
credits.
and Deb as
Oh,
crazy
no.
kids
Not
after
Simpsons?
recognizing Mike, not as Derek, son of Blaze, but as
Dude,
a friend of
that
those crazy
is-
Terenzi brothers. Dave's at least willing to check out their story, so they leave
Is that
as
a
Mooney
diagram
messages
of
them.
Make a dummy
pistols?
out of yourself, but you're not gonna make a dummy out of me.
Later on, that line will seem ironic. In the car,
Why?
Mike discovers that Dave and Deb used to date. Maybe they broke up because Dave's so damn controlling, insisting on dropping Deb off at home because clown chasing ain't no place for a proper lady. Even Mike tells her to just stay safe at home and let the manly men handle the
But
space clown.
they still
Don't
got
worry,
popcorn
Deb,
on
You're
them?
not missing much because when Mike takes Dave to the woods, the circus tent is gone and in its place is just a giant crater. I'd still say that warrants looking into, but
Yeah,
Dave gets
definitely.
pissed and cuffs Mike with a second-degree charge of clowning around. Meanwhile, the clowns have been having their
I
own
mean,
adventures about town.
he could be
First,
the
at a
number one
random
golfer in the
Smoky
world.
Park gazebo, a tow-headed guy comes across a puppet show. Although he's skeptical at first, the play's message about the hardships of unrequited love eventually wins him over. But then Spike unfolds from the booth and shoots him with his cotton candy gun, cocooning the kid and giving a truly hideous laugh.
The whole Scotty Scheffler stuff is crazy.
Oh, that was
I thought it was
actually
a joke
kinda
tweet
creepy.
at
Rudy
first.
the clown finds his way to a
'Cause
drugstore
it's Scotty
where
Scheffler.
apes an animatronic, then follows a couple of
Oh,
girls inside.
no.
The next time we see him, he's knocking shit over, and those girls are cocoons, giving us a twofer to add to the count. Now they're gonna be all like, I can't believe you wore the same outfit as me. Elsewhere, a lady lounging with a wine glass opens her door and gives the weirdest reaction to a pizza delivery I've ever seen.
Oh, pizza.
It's a Trojan pizza, though, since
Oh.
Shorty, my favorite clown, pops out
Why?
with a gun and
Oh,
shoots her,
okay.
turning her into a wine-flavored cotton candy.
Did the
stick.
other
A
two
similar
really
gag
need
is
to
done
appear
with
for
another
that?
lady who opens the door to Fatso the clown, giving her a box of chocolates. While she ain't looking, Fatso pulls out his gun, and although we don't see him fire, I think it's safe to put her on the list. Another
Yeah,
vignette
probably.
gives us the most memorable kill of the movie, when Shorty rides his tricycle up to a gang of bikers. One of them steps forward and taunts the little clown, going so far as to smash his trike into a bunch of pieces.
Okay,
Shorty
that
makes
dude's
little
actually-
sad
that's
noises, but
impressive.
then jumps into the air and returns with an adorable pair of boxing gloves. As he preps himself for the fight, the
Wait,
biker
is that
gives
his,
him a
what he
great
sounds
idea.
like?
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Yeah, okay, well.
Damn is right. Watch that body hit the floor. As the bikers flee, Shorty also gives a horrifying clown laugh. On their way back
So
to the
why
police
are they
station,
here?
Dave and Mike pass by Top of the World looking all disheveled. Inside a cotton candy-filled truck, they find some glasses that Mike recognizes as belonging to a dude named Bob McRee, seen in the beginning of the movie,
Oh.
played by a young Christopher Titus. And if you have a problem with me including him on the kill count,
Also,
don't blame me,
really?
blame
Only one
Mike.
pair of
They got him.
one pair of glasses?
See? Not my call. At the police station, Mooney starts getting calls complaining about clowns. One of the calls
Clowns.
is from Mr. Myers, the pharmacist, who's been having a difficult customer in the form of Rudy. I'll add Myers to the count.
Bugs
You hear him
Bunny,
scream
what?
over the phone and then go silent. And because you know Rudy wasn't about to pay for all those vitamins. Mooney just thinks this whole thing is some kind of crazy plot against it. Get over yourself, dude. You're so vain.
He
You probably think
definitely
those
thinks
clowns
he's the
are
main
about you.
character.
Another clown vignette
Yeah.
shows a dude speeding down the road when a tall-ass clown named Slim pulls
What
up
is that
next to him.
effect?
But it looks like he's riding nothing at all. Slim starts ramming his invisible vehicle into the dude's car, then Slim slams him right off the road, sending his car crashing into a ditch. Slim watches as the car burns and punctuates the kill with one more creepy clown laugh. Back at home,
Oh,
where
okay.
apparently women belong, Deb undresses to take a
Jeez.
shower. But this movie's PG-13, kids, so don't expect to see Little Debbie's mini muffins. You can watch as these pieces
pop-
of popcorn
they're
slide around
alive.
the bathroom floor unnoticed,
Oh,
though. And as her
oh.
hamper, full of popcorn she didn't bother picking off her clothes, begins
You
to shake
definitely
while she's
picked
in
that
the
up, 'cause
shower.
now everything's gonna be
Meanwhile, behind a Big Top Burger, Jumbo the clown is planting popcorn trees in a dumpster. Later, a
Trees?
Big Top Burger boy comes out and hears a noise inside, so he opens the lid to find none other than Evil.
No,
Not just kidding. We don't see what
the
goes on
reference.
inside right now, but his screams ensure that he belongs on on our kill count, bringing us to a dozen.
So what does the popcorn turn into?
We'll have a better idea after the next scene, when Slim appears at a bus stop and starts charming the people there with some shadow puppets that are super impressive for a dude with the same number of fingers as a Simpsons character. Mike and Dave happen to be driving around when they spot the clown giving his grand finale, a T-Rex that rears back his head and swallows the 5 people all at once.
Holy shit!
Holy
God, I need
shit
to
is
do another
right,
dumb
Mike,
artist
'cause
video.
now we're at 17 kills, even though people who can't do math will leave comments saying it should be 18. Dave radios into Mooney.
What?
The clowns are real, but Mooney is still ego tripping and tells Dave off.
Fuck you. Over.
He's busy doing phone calls of people getting straight up clown murdered when Jumbo strolls into the station. Mooney cuffs him with a first-degree charge of clowning around, but Jumbo's a recidivist, so he slips out of his handcuffs in a funny way and strafes his way to the back. Mooney follows him to the cells where, at gunpoint, he throws him in the slammer. But being behind bars can't stop Jumbo from throwing a noisemaker, which looks like a Cat in the Hat scarf, as it grabs Mooney by the neck and slams him against the cell door. I guess this kills him, so I'll go ahead and put him on the list. His death means Jumbo is left unattended in the cell with the punks.
What are you in for?
Clown stuff. Mike sees the Terrorize brothers chasing after the runaway ice cream truck and leaves Dave so he can get the bros to help them out. They're skeptical of his evil space clown story.
James is slowly becoming one of my favorite YouTubers. I just love his humor so much.
She's got 2 beautiful roommates with big boobs. Do they like ice cream? They love it. What are we waiting for?
Dave arrives at the station to find the lights are all off and nobody's home. He follows some wacky clown
What in the world? Why are they in the wall?
Jail cell. They're verified as the punks when he peels back some candy to find one of their faces. The other punk's arm drops down and spooks him. Poor punks, they didn't even get their phone call. Then Dave runs into a straight up nightmare with Jumbo showing off Mooney's corpse done up with Raggedy Andy makeup. The clown uses Mooney's dead body to frickin' talk to Dave.
Don't worry, Dave.
Oh, you can do that?
Kill you.
And by the time he pulls a bloody hand out of Mooney's back, you've forgotten you were watching a fun and silly B movie. Dave shoots at Jumbo, but it don't do shit until he aims a shot squarely at his nose, which blows up in a glittery mess. Jumbo spins around and blows up entirely, becoming our first killer
turns into fireworks.
Mike still hasn't gotten the
Dude, the kill count where they had the little diagram of like
all
the people, it's gonna be
It's
funny.
a killer clown parade, aka the most annoying fucking scene I've ever had to kill count. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna highlight the cocoons I see and put a little number next to them so you can count along with me.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot.
In the first shot, there's one in the far distance. A clown takes a second and tosses out a window to another clown who adds it to a pile of 5 more cocoons. Got those? We're at 7.
How do you know you're not double counting any?
As they walk down a street, that's 8, and 3 more by a random loading zone sign makes 11.
I guess.
The clown's
Why would they
vacuum
pick them up
number
and place them
12,
down?
and in the background, you can see 13 and even 14. There's a guy hiding under a car, and is that another cocoon by him? Nah, son, we already counted it as number 13.
Okay.
Notice the same blue car and gallery storefront in both shots. And finally, when Homeboy makes a run for it, he
Why
gets
would you
shot
make
in
a
the
run
back
for it?
and
Just
turned
stay
into number
there.
15 for a grand total of clown parade victims. Whew. Mike and the Terenzis turn around and leave, while back at her house, Deb has finally finished taking the longest shower in horror movie history. We counted 24 kills while you were in there wasting water, lady. And during that time, the popcorn is
Must have been a
grown
nice
into little
shower.
nasty clown who emerge from the hamper and her medicine cabinet.
They look like
looking
chest
rejected
bursters.
Bowser minions. There's nowhere for her to run, really. She's got clowns outside her door, clowns outside her window, and eventually clowns inside her house. Slim shoots her with a special gun that puts her inside a big yellow balloon ball. Mike rolls up to her house right as Slim's tying Deb to the back of his car. He drives away with her, and Mike gives chase.
That thing's moving.
So now we've got a Blues Brothers-esque chase sequence going on. They wind up in a little fender bender that totals Dave's police car.
Okay, that's totaled?
They all pile into the truck and
I think there was a tow hitch, but really?
Clown, where would you hide? The amusement park. Great. Oh,
Okay, no, they're gonna stand out pretty.
There is a graveyard shift amusement park security guard whose lunch is a sandwich he pulls out of his jacket. Christ, that's sad. When Slim pulls up and steps out of his car, the guard tries to tell him to go on and get, but in true clown car fashion, a whole bunch of
how many clowns are in
all
one
got
car?
cream pies.
What are you going to do with those pies, boys?
They're gonna kill you, motherfucker. They cover the guy in pie goop, which is harmless fun at first, but then the dude starts fucking melting into a nasty bloody mess that the clowns stroll by on their way inside. At least Shorty has the decency to decorate his remains with a cherry. Our bumbling
I've never had a
foursome
cherry,
arrives and heads into
ever.
the big circus tent that used to be in the woods. They slink around this leftover Pee-wee's Big Adventure set until the Terenzi brothers get separated when they
That's
fall into
not
the ball
how
pit.
you
They
clear rooms with a
resurface to find
shotgun.
A couple of female clowns waiting for them with ever-inflating chests.
Are you Debbie's roommates?
Mike and Dave press on until they wind up back in the cotton candy storage room.
There's more.
This is why I can't count those bodies, folks. Sorry, but it's
It'd be a
literally
lot.
impossible with all these different shots and angles. They hide when a clown named Chubby enters and watch as he takes out a big bendy straw. He sticks it in the cocoon
I
and
remember
drinks a bunch
those
of blood from
straws.
it. That's right. These clowns be here to eat people. Mike and Dave find Deb's
Wait,
balloon and
really?
shoot their way out of it. As they flee, more clowns show up and give chase, and Dave winds up adding another couple clowns to the list. First,
I
he
mean,
shoots
there
a
was no
random
room in that
clown
elevator
in
for him
the
anyway,
nose,
right?
causing it to blow up. And then as Deb and Mike slide down a fire pole, he also shoots Fatso in the nose and kills him too. There's more big top clown stuff.
Okay,
like
my
the
audio is
Sarlacc at
screwing
the
up
bottom of the
bad.
fire pole, door frames that jiggle and giggle, and a big anglerfish hallway.
Oh, my
that's
controller
filled with
disconnected.
balloons
That's
and
cool.
fog machine smoke. The clowns chase
My
them through
controller's
all this
randomly
until they get to a
disconnected.
series of doors.
Another door. Another door.
More doors?
On the other side of all those doors is a big open room where an assload of clowns start coming out to get them.
golf
The Terenzi
club?
brothers bust through the wall in their ice cream truck and transfix the killer clowns by pretending to be the great and powerful JoJo through their truck speaker system. We're just not gonna ask what the brothers did with those lady clowns. Before they can all get away, shit gets serious. And
they
killer
escaped?
clowns all make way for a big old crazy clown puppet who descends from the ceiling. This is JoJo the Clownzilla, and he don't fuck around. Like Deb and Dave.
Is that a JoJo reference?
But the Terenzis are still inside their truck when JoJo starts beating down on its roof and throws it off to the side to explode in a fiery mess. Dave tells Mike and Deb to get away as he distracts JoJo with some gunfire. After they escape the big top tent, it pulls up
hit
stage
the nose,
and starts
right?
spinning around like a like a big top. It lifts off into the air right as some other police officers arrive on the
effects.
scene.
Actually, the effects aren't bad.
Dave runs out of ammo and JoJo picks him up, but Dave's a resourceful mofo and uses his badge to pop JoJo's nose. JoJo spins around and oh boy, it's gonna be a big one. So big, in fact, that when he blows up, the entire tent spaceship blows up too, leaving a real nice fireworks show behind.
But the cop
clown car lands in front of Mike and Deb, but don't worry, inside the car is just
How
Dave.
did he get in
the
that?
Terenzi brothers, because they're still alive.
Somehow. They could write a crazy book.
Hey, if it worked for Indiana Jones, why not the Terenzi brothers? Mike, Deb, and Dave share a laugh. Mike apparently
get that
cool with
reference.
Deb getting back with Dave, judging by those shoulder rubs and head kisses. Or hey, maybe they're about to work out a nice polyamorous relationship or something. In any case, the movie ends with pies falling from the sky and hitting our heroes in the face. Let's hope those
what was
aren't
the budget
acid
for
pies.
this?
We'll never know, since the long-awaited sequel to this movie never materialized. Guess we'll just have to settle with one movie worth of kills, which we can go count up at the numbers.
I have a feeling they're gonna.
Clowns!
Here's the thing, they probably only did one take for that.
My list had 40 victims in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, meaning we're starting the new year with a new record. The demographics were a friggin' mess. I've got 16 men, 6 women, 4 space clowns, and 14 cocoon victims of unknown gender. With a runtime of 8
that's actually
minutes,
decent.
on average every 2
That's a short movie.
minutes. Damn. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to the biker guy. The kill's got the
That's
best
fair.
clown, a memorable line, and a decapitation all in one. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Sergeant Mooney, because you can tell from the shadows that he doesn't even touch the jail cell bars. Fake. And that's it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space was released in 1988 and is a great kickoff.
They're gonna make a sequel to this.
On Friday, I'll have the
there has to be
prequel for you, but until then,
I'm probably gonna skip that one just because I've skipped the
Thanks a lot for
thing.
watching my kill count for Killer
people
Clowns from Outer
wanted me
Space.
to.
I want to thank some of my patrons like Rachel Malone, Mitchell McVeigh, Alex Vera, and
Yeah, shout out to the patrons.
Chelsea learned how to do a balloon animal dog like the minute before I started recording. That wasn't her first attempt though, this was.
Oh.
I guess since today is New Year's, Happy New Year's. Go ahead and let me know what your resolutions are in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching.
Well,
see you in 4 days.
Okay, well. I hit the B button too many times. I really don't like that they did this with the playlist. It's actually quite infuriating. Also, I have to do this every single time I get to the next kill count. It's getting crazy when I'm 400 videos into it. And also to people wondering about what I'm going to do. Like, next week's going to be It, Part 1 and Part 2. I'm going to do both of those in one. And then the week after that, I'll do a Nightmare on Elm Street and Nightmare on Elm Street 2 in one video as well. But this was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. How has this not gotten a sequel or a remake? Like, this movie would do great nowadays. I wonder if there's any movies that were inspired off of this, because I definitely feel like it could be done differently, especially in the modern day and age, maybe with some better effects. And who knows, with you know movies that have like almost no budget are actually turned out to be like really good movies. It's entirely possible that this could be brought back in this day and age, in like a remake and maybe some changes here and there. But I think it could do really well in this day and age. Now I understand why it's a cult classic, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to reading your comments if you have some fun facts about the movie or just want to tell me about your day. I'll be reading your comments, and I hope you have a wonderful rest today. I hope I made it tiny a little bit better. But until the next video, take care and keep the music.
We were playing that song.